It could have literally been 21 years ago.
Yeah.
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 Which
is not that long ago.
I was going to say the 80s, which kind of...
Michelle, the Witch of Moon's Lane, and Moyra Major. How to witch, bitch.
Welcome to How to Witch Bitch. Hello, Michelle.
Hey, Dylan, how are you?
I'd lost you there. It just started. Hello, Michelle. Hello, coming to you from right next to you.
Yes.
Welcome to the third episode of the year.
Oh, my God.
No, it was great to have a chat with Courtney, mortician and medium last week.
I know.
Fascinating stuff. So we'd love you, if you haven't heard it, go back. You would have heard it. What are we thinking? But just let us know what you think. Let us know the comments, the feedback and all that kind of jazz. A big hello to some of our new witchy friends, Nellie, Cellblock.
I wonder where they're from.
I don't know, but I love it. Jasmine Louise, Janice Martin on TikTok as well. So, as we mentioned a couple of weeks ago as well, we do have quite a little competition, which is a full reading with you. Mm-hmm. So, our very own Witch of Moon's Lane. So, you're going to get to come on the podcast. You're going to have a chat with Michelle. Doesn't matter where you are in the world as well.
No.
Because we are talking to a lot of people. In fact, we're going to talk to someone today who's in Washington. So, whoever it is, wherever you may be, you can have a full reading. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're going to choose our winner on January the 19th, which is next Monday.
Yeah, so I think start sharing out our pages amongst your friends and...
Make sure you subscribe to How to Witch Bitch on your favourite podcast. Comment on the pinned post on either our Insta or TikTok accounts and tell us the most important question you would like answered in your reading. Mm-hmm. What kind of things do you want?
Anything that they would
they
like,
need.
anything about past lives. Mm-hmm. It could just be a general reading. It could be about a past loved one. It could be about, their horoscope. It could be anything. It could be a haunting they might be having.
That'd be kind of cool. You're going to share that post with your friends as well. So that is, make sure you subscribe to How to Witch Bitch. This is to help us get the podcast out there as well. Comment on the pin post, tell us the question, and share the post with your friends. Sounds good?
Perfect.
All right. Today's episode, we are joined by a new friend of the show, Casper, appropriately named. Casper originally got in touch with us via Spotify and had a reoccurring dream from when they were a child. So we're going to delve into that with Casper and also find out, what's it like being a witch in Washington?
Exactly.
The Witch of Washington Lane. Now, Casper, you sent us a message. Now, this is a while ago about a dream that you used to have. You wish you could get a reading, but, you thought because you're in the States, so don't worry, we chase anybody. This is great. So tell us about it. First up, hello, and thank you for joining us. And then tell us about this dream that you would have when you were a kid.
Hello. Thank you for having me. When I was a kid, I used to have the same dream like every night, and it would last forever. And basically, I was like living on this island. I have no idea where it is, with these two other kids my age, and it's just so vivid. I hadn't moved or I haven't traveled out of the state when I was a kid. I hadn't at all. So there was no way I'd ever have this memory. But I was so convinced it was real because it just felt so real. Mm-hmm. And it was just this whole day, and it always ended after I climbed up a sailboat and fell off, and then I would wake up. And I don't know, I never knew anything or where it could have possibly came from, because there was nothing like that in my real life. And I've always wondered what could have happened around that.
And it was every night you would have the same dream?
Yeah, every night for like at least a couple of years until till I was like 8 or so.
Wow. And can you remember looking down at, what you were wearing or what the other kids were wearing, and have any sort of things like that, whereas like, if it was something,
clothing.
like it was older clothing, or it may not have been any clothing.
No, maybe not. Just leaves.
Yeah. How far back are we going? But a sailboat.
We were wearing clothes.
That's a good start. Yeah.
Modern age. I can't remember exactly what I was wearing, but I remember it was the two other kids. It was this boy that was a couple years older than me and his little sister. And I remember like the one that stands out most to me is we were like sitting on a hill together, and he got really, really upset at me for tickling him. He was like, "Stop it!
Oh, wow.
I hate that." Like, oh, sorry, I'll never do that again.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And you don't feel that you recognise the souls in your day-to-day life, like they didn't resemble anyone you know in this life at all?
No, not at all.
So there was no soul, because what I'm feeling here is I think it's a past life thing. I think that what you're doing is you are picking up on obviously a time gone by, because I mean I had something similar where I had the dream over and over again, and we giggle about this because, you know, Moyra says, how the hell did you get run over by a steamroller, considering they go so slow?
Yes.
But anyway, I did.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I did. So I'm just sort of saying with you, it's probably very much a similar thing where you fall off the sailboat, but obviously you were in sailing in some form. You could have been a child of a captain, whatever that was. It could have been, you know, just an island and a big day that you remember those particular people. But yeah, it definitely sounds like at that age it would have to be, because you wouldn't have known anything about that at that age. So for you to have that type of memory over and over is certainly a past life memory.
I never had any like other reoccurring dreams too, and it was just like so vivid. Like even now remembering it, it feels like something that actually happened, but like logically I know that it didn't.
Yeah.
It's weird.
And have you ever thought about you know, what was on that island? Like, do you have an affinity with, say, any type of tropical island or anything like that, like Fiji, or do you feel like just to see, or even if you sort of looked at the world map and saw something that you might have an affinity to? And do you remember what type of sailboat it was?
It was... I don't know anything about sailboats.
Yeah.
But it wasn't... It was medium sized. The sail went up super high. And... You know, I've never felt particularly connected to any island, but it was really I remember there was a ton of greenery and not many buildings around.
Was the sailboat in the water or not in the water?
It was in the water.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was by a dock or not, but I kind of want to say that it wasn't. And I've always been, you know, attached to the water. I live in Seattle, so like right by there.
Oh wow!
But no, nothing drawn to, you know, was drawn to me in particular, island wise.
But that could have been just your last life. I mean, that could have been, you know, only like a few years prior to your birth time.
You're fairly young as well,
Yeah.
Casper. How old are you?
Right now I'm 20.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So when we're saying modern clothes and older
that's what I
clothes,
mean.
it could have
You could
literally been 21 years ago.
Yeah.
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 Which
Which is not that long ago. I was going to say the 80s, which kind of... Oh, that's too
There
funny.
wasn't much technology, I don't think. I can't remember anything like that.
All right.
Okay.
So you were running around playing outside, so definitely not our children.
No.
But yeah, interesting.
It could have been the 70s or the 80s. The 70s or the 80s actually makes sense, because it could have been a family sailboat, and it could have been you were, you know, at a particular time. Yeah, and who knows? Are you frightened? Like, I mean, you love the water, but are you frightened of the water per se? Like, are you a good swimmer?
I'm a pretty bad swimmer.
Okay.
I'm a little scared of the ocean.
Yeah,
I've always
okay.
been a little
Yeah,
bit.
which
a little
makes
scared
me
of it.
think the fact that if you did come in earlier, maybe that was how you passed. Maybe you actually passed as a young child, and that's just the memory
Falling
that
off
you
a
have.
sailboat.
Falling off a sailboat. Because when you said about you fall off the sailboat and then you awaken in your bed, could have been the last memory you have where you fall off and you drown. And you are a little bit frightened of water, which is interesting. And the type of clothes you're talking about could have been late 70s.
Yeah, it's a big range. I have
21
no idea
years
where to
ago, that's
start.
only 2024.
Yeah, but that's when he was born.
Not 2024, that was last year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's the thing, it could have been in the 90s. It could have been, yeah.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, the life he was leading, it could have been in the 70s or even the 80s because it's modern clothing, because they had the sailboats and be interesting.
See, the whole time I was thinking it was like a pirate ship until you said that. Like, it sounds like the kind of...
No, it's a little.
No, it sounds like a family cruising boat, like sailboat. And, they probably were just at the island for the day, but you remember that day because it was so vivid of the day that you probably passed.
Just don't tickle that other kid again. Maybe he pushed you off the sailboat.
Maybe he did.
Maybe he did. There you go.
We need to find him. It's probably someone you meet and you have an instant dislike to.
Yeah.
That's probably him. Goes, listen here, I remember us being on that island. You didn't like the tickle. There was no need to throw me overboard.
No.
I think, I don't know. I don't remember ever falling in. I remember just like...
Waking up.
Just like a thunk or something. I don't know. But the water itself, I don't think it was like drowning or anything. If it was, I don't.
But we have those falling dreams, and they often say, you wake up before you actually hit the bottom or that, and that's just another way of getting back into your life here. So, especially if you do a lot of astral traveling, they often feel that the falling dream is just coming back into the body as well. Do you ever have that where you are dreaming there's a crocodile at the end of the bed or there's something at the end of the bed and it goes to grab you and then you jolt awake? Have you ever had those dreams? I do that all the time. And the other thing is I go flying off a cliff on a red Mini. I don't know why. It's always a red Mini. and I never hit the bottom.
Wow.
I never hit the bottom.
Is it a new Mini or an old Mini?
It's an old Mini, and I used to have that dream in my 20s when I got older.
Are you driving the car?
Yeah, I'm driving the car.
Why are you driving off the cliff, you idiot?
I don't know. Maybe it was maybe it's a meaning for my life.
Is it a Thelma and Louise moment where you're driving off the cliff?
Yeah, is it like, yippee, off we go. Maybe it's living on the edge and sometimes going over. But it was always a red Mini, and I love Minis, but I'm too frightened to go and get myself a
It's
Mini.
understandable. You've just driven her off the edge so many times.
Donkey on the edge, I am.
What did you prefer, being
Maybe
chased?
that's a sign not to get that car.
Yeah, I'm not getting that car.
What was your favourite, being
Or any
chased
other
by
red car.
a steamroller or driving your Mini off the cliff? What's your favourite?
Well, the Mini, I just have that free falling feeling.
The steamroller would obviously drag it out.
I actually felt the steamroller, like everything. It was awful.
Oof. Well, Casper, while we have you, is there anything else you want to ask Michelle?
Oh, I was thinking that when I was a kid also, every night, well, not every night, but I used to think I was being haunted a little bit. Mm-hmm. Basically when I would lay down in bed at sometime around 12 in the morning, I would hear footsteps walk all the way around the bed to my side, and then just something would just stand there, and I would get so scared I couldn't move for hours. And my mom used to think it was night terrors, but I could move my fingertips and everything.
Yeah, well, night terrors is usually you're asleep, so it's kind of like when you're trying to wake up, your body's your mind's awoken, but the body's still asleep, because your body is being put to sleep, because you can imagine. Well, that's why people have walking around, night walking themselves. What do they call it? Sleepwalking. Yeah, because their body's not asleep. So there's sometimes it's just that little time in between where your body's still asleep and it can't wake up, and you panic. I don't think that's what that is, because you actually are hearing the footsteps coming forward. When did you feel that actually started to stop? Was it after you said, please go away, this is frightening me, or was it more of a case of it just all of a sudden stopped, or did you move? Was there a reason to why it stopped?
I ended up moving rooms. When that was happening, I was sleeping in the attic, and yeah, it was creepy.
There you go. So there was definitely someone there.
up there.
And also, kids are very they feel things. So they really perceive it. They know it. They know it's there. And to me, that new moving was that very, very thing that.
Did anyone go and live in the attic after you?
Yeah, my mom ended up sleeping there, and she never said anything like that happened. But she said that my grandma used to say that there was something up there.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
She ended up getting the house cleansed or something.
Yeah, good idea.
And what happened after the cleansing?
I wasn't really totally conscious around then. I was a little too young, but Nothing like that's happened since.
So it sounds like with the heavy footprints, it sounds like it was definitely a male that was looking. And did you know anything about the house? That anyone passed there? And the attic would be somewhere. If you were going to hang yourself, you'd probably do it in the attic or the garage.
It was a really old house.
Yeah.
I think it was built in like 1910.
Yeah.
And I haven't looked into the previous owners or anything, but I should.
You should, yeah, and find out what happened there.
Yeah.
Because there would be a lot of people that would have lived there through that particular time frame. You know, especially through the Depression and things like that. There would have been a lot of people that, coming back from the war, a lot of people would have maybe taken their own life and the attic would have been the perfect place to do that.
Well, they were
Oh, you've got to find that out.
slaughtered in the house and kept in a big case in the attic. Why not?
I'm going to research this.
Okay, do it.
Yeah, do it. We want to know.
See who's right.
Yeah. We want to find out what happened. Yeah, and the other thing too, I don't know, maybe search up and just see if there's anything on record for the 90s, maybe of a drowning of a kid with, a family that were in a sailboat.
Yeah, on
Be
an
interesting.
island somewhere.
On an island somewhere.
Yeah.
Might be able to find yourself.
That'd be cool.
Well, Casper, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure to chat with you. We'd say you're in Washington, but you're actually in Seattle, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, Seattle, Washington.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So the same vibe.
place.
Yeah.
We don't know.
We've got no idea.
We've got no idea. We're in the Gold Coast in Australia.
There you go.
Long way away.
There's a lot of Washingtons here.
Yeah.
Oh,
here
is
and
it?
there. In the States, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't know that.
No, neither did I. Anyway. Well, thanks for that.
Thank you.
We've learned something. Hopefully you have too, Casper. All the best. We look forward to hearing if you find out
again.
anything more about the house.
We wanna know.
Or the sailboat.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me. It was
Oh,
lovely
you're
to
very
meet you.
welcome. It's lovely to meet you, lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye, Dylan.
Bye.
Well, that was very interesting. Are you ready to do the stars now?
I am.
Okay.
Let's do them. Aries, today you might feel an extra push to take charge and lead a project. Use your natural leadership skills to inspire others, but remember to listen to your input as well. Taurus, determination and persistence will pay off this week, especially in work-related matters. Keep an open mind to new ideas that come your way. Gemini, communication will be your strong suit this week. Whether it's a work presentation or a conversation with a friend, you will express yourself clearly and directly or clear up misunderstandings. Cancer, you will feel the need for some self-care, so don't hesitate to take a break and focus on your emotional well-being. A touch of pampering would also be something that would be needed. Leo, creativity will flow effortlessly today. Whether you're working on a creative project or simply solving problems, trust your instincts and let your imagination take the lead. Virgo, organisation is key today, so tackle your to-do list with precision and see how efficiently it leads to rewarding results. Remember to take a moment to relax as well. Libra, relationships are spotlight this week, so spend meaningful time with loved ones and make sure you find important insights in your conversations with those close to you. Scorpio, your passion and your intensity are heightened today. And this week, it's especially on your goals. So channel that energy into productive tasks and watch your hard work bear fruit. Sagittarius, adventure beckons, so consider a new place or a new idea that will broaden your horizons and embrace spontaneous opportunities that life presents. Capricorn, focus on long-term goals and take practical steps towards achieving them. Your ability to plan and execute will serve you well today, especially in professional matters. Aquarius, social connections will enrich your life, so engage with friends and community groups to exchange ideas and expand your network. Collaboration will lead to exciting opportunities. Pisces, your intuition and your empathy will guide you today, so trust your inner voice and be compassionate towards others, whether it's in giving advice or simply just being a supportive friend. And that's your stars.
Well, that is it. Well done on getting through the stars. Thanks for joining us. Make sure to share the podcast with your friends as well. And don't forget, if you want to win a full reading with Michelle, go to our Instagram or TikTok pages, comment on and share the pinned post. Very easy. Good luck. Have a nice week, Michelle.
You too, sweetheart.
Woodwork Podcasts.